Alright, first of all, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Bashem Makar Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Stone. Alright, shalom to the Akim out there pushing the word in our society and in our truth. Alright, just doing a lesson a while ago, but damn thing stop recording, you know the devil. Alright, so we're going to go again. Alright, this is our response to this article here. Dancehall fans blast Devin the Dakta for transforming into a woman. Alright, and this is the dancehall artist right here. You know, it says Devin the Dakta posted some photos of himself clad in a female nightgown while sporting a moosed up wig, sipping from a coffee cup at the table. The post has been met with a myriad of reactions from followers ranging from surprise to anger to disappointment to ridicule, but also admiration. Right? Ain't nothing, and this is the caption underneath the post that he made, ain't nothing wrong with transformation. Be confident and do you. I always wanted to share this side of me, Friday you see. And the hashtag open your mind, create, don't hate, right? So this is an example of one of the witchcraft our people are under from the so-called white man. You know, that vibration of don't hate, yo. That vibration of love, whatever iniquity and wickedness our people can conjure up, right? So yeah, for example, you know, the other day, one of the things that's been hot, you know, in the news is the trial of Amber Geiger, you know, which is a police officer who shot down a Jake in his home, claiming she went into the wrong apartment, you know, and the father and brother of the victim pretty much cried in court, you know, hugging, you know, the Edomite woman, saying that they forgive her and talking, and the father was actually, you know, saying to her that when she gets out, she should, you know, look him up and exchange numbers so they can be friends. You know, that's a deep witchcraft, that a deep spell that our people are under, yo. Right? Talking about create, don't hate. They're pushing this image or this message of not hating, right? But it's actually not hating what is wrong, yo. Right? They're not pushing for loving righteousness. They're pushing for loving, you know, the things that are despicable, the things that are abominable to them and the Father, right? Whereby they destroy our people. And this is an example of a man who has lost grip on reality, yo. Who no longer knows what gender he is and thinks that he can transform himself into a woman. Right? Scripture says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. This is Isaiah chapter 4. I'll start verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, right? No mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. By swearing and killing, and lying and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood toucheth blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish with the beasts of the field, right? And with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes also of the sea shall be taken away. Yeah, the Lord is going to bring famine and destruction, right, to this place, yo. Yet no man shall strive, nor reprove one another. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove one another, for thy people are as they that strive with the priests. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the priest also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children. Right? Jamaica is a so-called Christian nation or God-fearing nation, but yet this is an example of a Jamaican dancehall artist once again destroyed, you know, by the fornication or the wine of the fornication of Babylon. Right? So this is Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted with different philosophies, right? It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. The philosophies are polluted, the food is polluted, the water, the air, right? The very energy that goes out, you know, in this society is polluted, yo. And if the Lord has not put a hedge around you, you're gonna be destroyed, yo. Right? Scripture says if Yahweh didn't shorten the days, if Yahweh didn't shorten the days for the elect's sake, then none would have been saved, or everybody would have been destroyed, right? Because the so-called white man knows nothing but destruction, yo, right? And this is an example of a Hebrew Israelite man that has been destroyed, yo, right? Destroyed by Mr. Babylon the Great. Jeremiah 50 verse 6, right? It says, my people have been lost sheep. Right? Their shepherd have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. All that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, we offend not. because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. See, these nations know that when our power is not with us, right, then we have no protection, yo. Right? The Lord said that He has taken His peace from His people, yo. Only the elect now are receiving mercy from the Heavenly Father, yo. The rest of you people are like, sheep to the slaughter for the so-called white man, yo. Right? Spiritual slaughter, mental slaughter, and physical slaughter as well, yo. Right? You people are the sheep to the slaughter. Right? Isaiah chapter 1, I'll start verse 1. It says, the vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, Hezekiah, kings of Judah. And this actually corresponds to modern time now, so-called modern time, or this given dispensation of time. It says, hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people does not consider. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel to anger. They have gone away backward. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Right? From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been clothed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Right? This is an example of that, yo. Putrefying sores and bruises, yo. Right? Complete and utter corruption, yo. Right? And our people were once the most noble, right, and the most righteous of all nations, yo. We will be again, right, according to prophecy. But right now, we are on the low, yo. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? You look up that word degenerate, right? Let's go to the online etymology dictionary. It says, having lost or suffered impairment to the qualities proper to a race or a kind, right? So this is an example of that, yo. Let's go back to the image, right? He has lost the qualities that are proper to his race or kind, which is being a Hebrew Israelite, yo, being a man of the Lord, yo. He doesn't have that quality anymore, right? He's lost the quality that is proper to his race, right? He's degenerate. Moving on, it says, from Latin degeneratus, past participle of degenerare, to be inferior to one's ancestors, right? Look at our people right now, yo. They're inferior, right? We all are inferior to our ancestors, yo, right? But the 1/3 will receive mercy, right, and be shown the way back to the righteous ways of our forefathers, yo, right? It says to become unlike one's race or kind, to fall from ancestral quality. This is not the customs of our people, yo. This is not the beliefs of our people, right? You've taken on a custom that is not of your ancestors, yo, right? They were saying, oh, your ancestors will be turning in the graves, right? So you've become unlike one's race or kind. You've become what? Like the so-called white man, yo. Fallen from ancestral quality, right? So it says from the gener, from D meaning off or away from, genus meaning birth or descent. So you've gone away from your descent, yo. Right? Completely away from your descent. Let's just read over Jeremiah 2:21 and just wrap up there. Jeremiah 2 verse 21 again. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, right, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? How are you now falling from ancestral quality to being, homosexuals, transgenders, completely lost, yo, adulterers, bleached out. But that's pretty much it, Kalali how about Shemi or Shai for giving me the spirit to this lesson. All right, Shalom.